All right, now that you've read it one time through, I want you to just talk with your table groups. Talk about what you read. What did you like about it? What surprised you about it? Maybe what questions do you have? Anything you don't understand? Just take about a minute and talk with your groups about the story.
Why is he? I like he realized he isn't even close to being the best player in his life. He's the worst. He's the worst player in the league.
So she gets his All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. Now, while I read, you are going to do the following things. You're gonna think about what I'm writing, or you're gonna think about what I'm reading, and you're gonna continue. Write any notes or questions or things that surprise you in the margins, okay? You can mark all over this, okay? So follow along as I'm reading. The Family Champ. Aito and Kimiko were playing ping pong in the basement. Their game was becoming very intense because they both wanted to win. Aito's younger sister, Kimiko, was usually slow. In the past couple of weeks, however, she had started to keep an eye on the ball. Aito used to just hit it hard and fast to her, but she never could hit it back. When he did this, the game would end. However, now he couldn't just whack the ball off the green table like usual because she could hit it back. Now he had competition. David, put it away. Aito stuck out his tongue at her. He knew this made her really mad. He chucked the ball up and then gave it a nice whack. The small white ball shot across the green table. To Aito's surprise, Kimiko was more than ready on her side. She stepped back and swung with full force at the white ball coming toward her. The ball shot back to Aito and hit him right in the face. He got mad. "You're gonna pay for that one," he told her. Kimiko huffed a deep breath. Her straight black hair was in her eyes now. She was starting to sweat a little bit from the game. "You're just afraid because your little sister is about to beat you," she said. So she put him away. She was right. Aito was not ready for a little girl to beat him. He thought that he was the best player in the family. He looked at Kimiko standing there with a big smile. She was starting to make him nervous and he didn't like it. She threw the ball up and hit it to Aito with all her might. She hit it too hard. It zoomed right past Aito's head. He could hear the whoosh as it crossed his right ear. The ball zipped off the table and onto the other side of the basement. It landed somewhere in the corner with all the boxes full of their parents' stuff. He set his paddle down and went on the hunt. On that side of the basement, it looked like a cavern of cardboard boxes. Mom and Dad saved everything from when they were kids, so the boxes took up the other half of the basement. As Aito started his quest, he took out his cell phone and turned on his light. Y'all should flip it over right now. We're on the next page. As he reached the back of the basement, he saw the water heater. It was tall, rusty, and the same color as the wall. It was also quiet. Aito looked around the floor by the heater. He saw a tiny dot of white when he put his light to the ground. He bent down to reach for it when the heater suddenly turned on with a loud boom. "Ah!" he squealed. He bumped his head on the heater hard. His sister heard him screech all the way on the other side of the basement. It made her giggle. He was angry at her. He almost left without the ball, but turned around and reached for it. Instead of touching the ball, he felt the box. He took a better look and saw an old wooden box. It looked really old and fancy. There were Japanese characters etched on the side of the wooden box. He got down on his knees and opened it. Inside was a collection of old black and white photos and some trophies. There was also a heavy golden ping pong ball. When Aito looked at the photos, he saw a woman he recognized. She was receiving a trophy. She was standing on top of a trophy stand with men in the second and third place spots. He looked carefully at the background in the photo and saw the words World Ping Pong Championships. He knew the face of the woman very well. Grandma? Said Aito, surprised. What are you talking about? Said Kimiko. Aito looked at the photo and realized he was not the best ping pong player in the family. He wondered if maybe he wasn't even the second best player in the family anymore either. Okay. Who wants to share what surprised you or interested you about this story? Jack?
He was the ping pong player.
Why? Why wasn't he the best?
Because his little sister was teaching him that he wasn't, and then he figured out that grandma was better than him.
Okay, he figured out that his grandma might be better than him. Wesley?
It surprised me when it said like it has something to do with Japanese culture, like with the Japanese pictures in the box.
Okay, the Japanese like characters etched into the box. What does that mean? Etched. Lucas, what does etched mean?
It means like they were like carved.
They were like carved into the box. Yeah. Maria?
I noticed that it wasn't just like boys that won, that he noticed that his grandma wanted two guys behind him.
Yeah, he noticed that in second and third place in the photo were men, right? So his grandmother wasn't like maybe the best woman, she was maybe the best overall. I noticed that too. Brenna?
I liked how when he opened the box, it was about ping pong, how they were playing.
Yeah, it kind of went with what they were doing, right? They had this big ping pong competition, and they saw that the box like contained like a ping pong championship.
He opened it because his sister hit the ball too hard and it landed on me.
Yeah, so kind of a coincidence, huh? Anyone else? Anyone else notice anything interesting or surprising, or any questions you have? Any questions, maybe? Maddie?
I wonder if he, when his like grandma came or something, I wonder if he questioned her.
Yeah. I wonder that too. Would he question his grandma about it? Is grandma still alive? Like, you know, like maybe he approached her, maybe he got ping pong lessons from her. We don't know. Megan,
What does intense mean?
what do you think it means? Intense. Would you see the sentence it's in? Can you read it for us?
Their game was becoming very intense because they both wanted to win.
The game was becoming intense because they wanted to win. Caleb?
Because it means that they both
They really wanted to win.
Oh,
What else?
I know.
Wesley?
crazy,
It got crazy. Damien?
excited.
It got exciting or excited. Julie?
It got like really tough on them.
It got tough. Yeah, it got real serious, right? Jaden? Competitive. What do you think an antonym for intense would be? If a game's really intense, what would an antonym be? The opposite. Kira?
Boring.
Boring. Yeah. Is an intense game gonna be boring?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
An easy game? Yeah.
Like chill.
Like a chill game. Maria, the Kansas City Rams game back in, what was that, like a couple months ago? Was that an intense game? Yes. The combined score was like over 100 points. That was an intense game. Yeah, Lucas.
There's also other
Okay, there's more intense games. Yep, there's lots of intense games. Good. Any other questions or predictions or things that surprised you? Caleb?
I wonder who's gonna win.
Yeah, we didn't finish the game. Who's gonna win, right? Megan?
Oh,
A cavern. What's a cavern? Can you read the sentence again?
On that side of the basement, it looks like a cavern of cardboard boxes.
A cavern of cardboard boxes. What do you think that means? Maria?
Like a lot.
Maybe a lot of cardboard boxes. Julie?
Like a little like stack.
Well, like a stack of cardboard boxes?
like a cave made of cardboard.
Like almost a cave made of cardboard boxes, right? Okay, great. Hands down for me. Now you guys are going to get a sheet that looks like this. Okay, this is you responding to the text now. So you're gonna kind of read through it again as you're going through this, and you're gonna write 3 questions where the answer can be found in the text. So you're kind of almost the teacher. You're gonna think of 3 questions you can ask your students, but don't make them answers you can't find. Make them answers you can find in the text. So you're gonna write down your 3 questions, and then for question number 1, you're gonna find the answer to that question, and you're gonna color it yellow. So you might ask, what was Aiko's sister's name? Okay, and then you can look in the text and you can highlight in yellow where it says the name of his sister. Okay, here's my rule, you can't use that question. Okay, then come up with 2 more questions. Okay, maybe what game were they playing? Something like that. Come up with any questions to ask the student. Nope. Number 2, does Aito take the game against his sister seriously? How do you know? Look at the details found in your text to respond. So you can't just say no and leave it like that. You need to support your answer. How do you know that he didn't take it seriously? Or how do you know he did take it seriously? What does the story say that helps you answer that question? Number 3 says, what can you infer about Aito's personality? What can you infer about Kamiko's personality? Refer to the details found in the text. Look at what's an inference? What the text says and what you know in your life. So basically, what can you guess? Okay, what can you assume? What can you come up with based on what you know in real life and what the text says? What do you know about Aito's personality and what do you know about Kamoko's personality? Okay, and then finally on the back, you're going to answer a couple questions about the theme. What is the theme of this text? What's a theme? We've talked about theme before. What does that mean? Kira?
Like where it's at and what it's about.
Okay, kind of. You're on the right track. Brenna, what does theme mean?
What's the meaning of the story?
Kind of what's the meaning of the story, right? What can we learn from it? Yeah.
I have an example of it.
Okay.
That was my birthday. The theme of my birthday was Fortnite. So it's kind of like everything was everything that we did included stuff like Fortnite.
Okay, you're on the right track.
Stuff in like the setting and what we did.
Okay, so you're on the right track. So the theme is kind of, what can you learn? What's the story about? And then describe the theme. And then number 6, you're going to circle a detail or a sentence that helps you identify the theme. How did you come up with the theme? What detail in the text? And then finally, you're going to write a summary of the text, sum it up in about a paragraph, and then use the details to describe the setting. Where does it take place? When does it take place? Okay? What do you know? Any questions I can answer for you? Maria?
Well, it says in the story he took out his cell phone to turn on his light. It means that it was dark in there.
It means what?
It was dark.
Okay. And he also has a cell phone. What does that tell you?
It wasn't that old.
Yeah, it's probably kind of recent, right? Okay, so you're going to need a yellow, blue, and orange crayon or colored pencil. You can use marker, but I'd be careful. And you're going to need a regular pencil to write down your answers, okay? We're going to take about 15 minutes to finish this.
A blue, yellow, and red.
Okay, I need you guys to look closely. Read it again if you're still not understanding things. Go find out.
This is the picture. So I can use these.
Give me 1 second.